So we're back with a new video. So have you ever thought about upgrading the taillights on your Ford F-150 truck? Well, if you have, we're going to be installing some from Hawkglow today. So we're going to be working on a 2018 F-150 Super Crew. Now, all we're going to need as far as tools to replace the existing halogen taillights with the LED taillights from Hawkglow is an 8mm ratchet. All right, now before we go out there, I'm going to show you what these look like. So these come packed extremely nicely. These replacement taillights come with this really nice protective film on them to keep you from scratching them. Now, if you look on the back side of these, you'll see this connector here. On the 2018 that I have, it has the female version of this plug right here. Now, if you look at this, you'll notice that this plug here is a little bit bigger. Well, we have an adapter for that. If you do have one of either the newer trucks or the Platinum or the Lariat that has the blind spot radar, they also have you covered. You can see the blind spot radar logo right here. So if we turn this around here, you'll notice that there are 4 mounting holes here for the blind spot radar, which shoots out through the side of this lens here. It also has the connector for that, which interfaces through the main connector from your vehicle's harness. So simply remove that from your old taillight when you're upgrading this, 4 screws, wiring connector, and you're good to go. So let's head out to the truck. I'm gonna show you how to remove the existing stock taillights, and then we'll install these new ones from Hawkglow. To remove the existing taillight assemblies is really easy. There's 2 bolts on the inside, so all we need to do is open our tailgate. Now, once the tailgate's open, you simply take that 8mm socket, and there's 2 bolts. There's one on the top, and there's one on the bottom. We're just gonna loosen both of those up. Now, normally the taillight won't just fall out after you remove these bolts, but just make sure to keep a hand on here just in case. Now, to remove the taillight, all you simply do is try to get some fingers around the back side here, back edge, and just simply wiggle it. It's gonna make a pretty horrible noise, but you're actually not damaging anything. And then this is what it looks like from the backside. So now we need to remove our wiring harness and connector from this right-hand taillight assembly. So there's a tab right here on the connector. You simply press down, and it pulls right out just like that. And that's all there is to it. So before installing the taillights, obviously you need to figure out which one's the right, which one's the left. It's pretty easy just by looking at them, but they also include embossed onto the assembly itself, left hand and right hand. Because these taillights work with some of the newer vehicles, this has the newer updated style multi-pin connector on it. So we have to use this adapter, and I noticed on here, and I'm not sure why, it has a little extra tab right here. I ended up having to snip that tab off to get this to fit in here. But we want that to click into place. We're gonna tuck that inside, and then we're gonna take our new taillight assembly. We're gonna plug our other end of our connector on there. Now, if you do have that blind spot radar, you want to make sure to remove that module from your existing taillight, plug it in here, and then mount it with the 4 mounting screws. We're going to peel back this protective plastic here. Now, you notice that we have 3 pins on here, just like the old taillight did. One thing you want to be on the lookout for when you remove the old taillight assemblies is the rubber grommet. Sometimes they'll actually stay attached to the metal pins on the old taillight assembly. I noticed the top one here was actually not in the hole here, so we just remove that, pop that back in place, and we're good to go. Align all of our guide pins, and then basically just press this into place, just like that, and then we can go ahead and put our 2 mounting screws on the back side. Now we just simply reinstall our 2 mounting screws, and sometimes you have to push this back a little bit, so we're gonna push this back till the holes line up, and then we'll tighten it up. Right side's done, we're gonna move to the left side now. It's the same thing on this side. It's gonna be kind of hard for you guys to see the bottom mounting screw because of the slow open shock that's on the way, but from the same spot as on the right, you basically just grab this back edge here and pull, pop it out of the grommets. As you can see, the bottom grommet on here actually stayed attached, so we're gonna have to pop that off. We'll remove our electrical connector here. Super easy, set that to the side. It's fall. Everybody decides to do their leaves while I'm recording YouTube videos. Can't fault them though. All right, so we got that off. We're gonna just insert that back in. Actually, both of them came out this time. I'll show you what I mean. It'll look like there's something there, but it's actually missing. The hole's a little bit smaller when you have the grommet in place, and it just pops right back into place. All right, we're gonna install our adapter, click that in place, get our new taillight assembly, and just like I mentioned before, if you have the radar, you wanna remove it from your old taillight assembly, plug it in, mount it in here, click that in, and I will link this adapter in the description. You're just gonna have to trim off that one little tab on one side, and it fits in perfect, and it works fine. All right, we're gonna tuck this piece in here, just like that. And the pins right here, they have to align right in. Also one on the top here that has to line up. And then once that's all lined up, just click it in place. Pull the plastic off. We'll reinstall our 2 bolts. Just like that, we're done. So I'll recommend saving your old taillights. Just use the packaging that your new LED taillights came in. You have the nice foam padding in here. Keep them nice and safe. If you ever decide to trade your vehicle in, you can just swap them back out, sell the ones that you have. Or if I decide to upgrade from like a 2018 to a 2025, if these fit the 2025, no problem, then we'll just swap them out and we get the new truck. So let's take a look at this new LED taillight assembly. It's pretty sharp. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to start the truck up. We'll go through, I'll turn the right signal on, I'll hit the brakes, we'll do the parking lights, and I'll do reverse so you can see what it looks like in the daytime. Here are the parking lights, here's the brakes, here's the right turn signal, and here's reverse. Not bad, right? Like 15 minutes to install these. You've seen what the stock ones look like. You've seen what these ones look like during the daytime. Check these bad boys out at night. Now, the folks at Hawkglow have even included a 15% off coupon for you guys if you're interested in purchasing these same tail lights from their website. So use the code below, TRADES15, you'll get 15% off your order. Thanks for watching. Check out my other F150 content, like and subscribe. See you in the next video.